This is a parody and does not speak for the individuals involved.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Hello.
Hello?
There we are. Heck yeah.
Yeah, are we recording?
I guess so.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
It says
dang.
finish recording, so we might be recording.
Huh?
It says finish recording, so I'm assuming we are recording.
There's also a countdown. So I'm also assuming we're recording.
It's a count up because it's going up.
I hate that.
It also means we're on a podcast. So hello and welcome to the Honey Hut Cheerio podcast with my special guest, Kat.
Hi.
Yeah. If I knew we were starting, I would have warned you.
It's okay. It's fine. It's whatever. I've
Is
never
it what-
done literally anything like this before, so welcome to a train wreck. This is gonna
It's
be
already
fun.
a trip. I talked about cereal for 20 minutes. It was a wreck before you got here.
Oh my god. Okay, really quick. On the topic of cereal. Your favorite
course.
is Raisin Bran, correct?
It is.
I tried to have Raisin Bran tonight because I was like, that'll be a good way to prepare me for this. And
Yeah.
the milk was expired. And I was so
Oh, no.
upset.
That
I'm
is
like,
so upsetting.
it is really upsetting because I haven't had Raisin Bran in literally a year. So
I
the
haven't
Raisin
had
Bran was
Raisin Bran.
probably also expired.
Most probably.
Most probably. Do raisins expire?
They used to be fruit. I assume they expire.
I don't know if they would because they're dehydrated.
I don't think the hydration is what keeps them expired. I think it's just, yeah.
That's really interesting. I should actually look into that.
After
Welcome to the
podcast.
journey of how I become a food scientist.
Yes.
This is where it all starts. Yes.
Your dreams mean nothing to food science.
You're right. Science doesn't care at all about what you want. Science waits for no one.
Albert Einstein actually wanted to do ballet, but he was chosen by science.
I love that image in my head.
Same.
That is a fun thing to think about. Just Albert Einstein on the very, very tips of his toes.
Training for years to be the best at ballet.
And then all of a sudden, in the middle of a concert, it's E equals MC squared. Wow.
Of course. Isn't that how everything happened?
Yes. And then that's how the nuclear war began.
Yeah.
Yeah. History
Blame
lesson.
science.
Did you just
Yeah.
burp?
No, I hit my microphone.
I was going to say, it was a good burp if it was a burp.
It was not. I did not burp.
Hey, will you do me a favor?
What is it?
Will you say squirrel?
Who put you up to this?
Me.
Was it you?
Yeah, no, I'm actually, I love it so much. I really liked the description of, what was it? Tiny bears that eat peanuts, I believe you said?
Oh, squirrels.
Yes, those guys.
Yeah. They are tiny bears who just enjoy peanuts. You can describe almost any animal using adjectives and other animals, and I love it.
Give me another example. Try to do
what?
dolphin. Do dolphin.
Oh, dolphins? They are just symmetrical whales. They are tiny whales.
Symmetrical whales?
Have you seen a dolphin? They are really symmetrical.
Yeah, like most animals.
They have like 2 eyes.
Wow.
I want to see a non-symmetrical dolphin.
I don't know.
Wonky eyes.
He's
Has
just
an
got a
eye
lazy
patch.
eye. Yes. Isn't that a thing in Adventure Time?
A dolphin with an eye patch?
I think there is. I think it's like President Porpoise has an eye patch. No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
He just wears a
No.
suit.
I get those confused all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Businessmen
Suits, eye
and pirates
patches.
look exactly the same.
They're so similar. You know, they both have scurvy, hate their wives. It works.
I want to change my bio to has scurvy and hates my wife.
Please do. That would be wonderful.
I'm going to ditch my definition thing and go straight to that.
I would pay you some Canadian currency if you did that.
I have a question for you.
Okay, shoot.
Why do we talk on my second account, the one I don't get on?
I don't know.
You
I
are the
figured
reason.
that's the one you use the most.
No, I never use it.
You post every like 5 minutes.
I get on, spam my gallery, and then sign out.
I didn't even realize. Do you want me to start messaging you on your regular account?
It's too late now. Our conversation has already begun.
You're right. You're very right. I also didn't even know about your original account.
Yeah.
I just thought the prelude was a funny thing that you came up with. I didn't realize it was kind of true.
Yeah, it used to be the sequel, and then it became the prelude because it has more posts.
Understood.
Yeah.
What does prelude even mean? I forgot. Is it like the before the story?
Yeah.
Okay. I hate when moon movies do that.
When movies do that, it's called a flashback. When a book does it, it's called a prelude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow. I'm glad I know
The Honey Hut Cheerio podcast, teaching about how books work.
Yes. Every single time. Unironically, from the 3 episodes that are out that I binge watched while playing Minecraft, I learned a lot.
Yes. I don't have someone to like bounce off of, so I'm gonna tell a fun fact.
I love it. You are a lot smarter than I imagined.
Yes.
That probably sounded really mean.
It's fine. I hang out with Brian. He kills my brain cells.
You guys share one and just pass it back and forth.
Yeah. When we're not together, I get to keep the brain cell, but together it's joint custody.
See, that's what Grace and I do. That's why she's a dumb lesbian.
What are you?
I don't even know. Slightly intelligent bisexual.
A slightly intelligent bisexual. That could also be my bio.
I'm not stupid, but I'm not smart. I'm a little out of it. We'll say that. I was born blonde, so it's a curse. That's why I dye my hair.
Fair. All of the classes I failed have been by choice.
How do you... Okay.
I have failed Algebra 1
Okay.
2 times.
2 times?
I passed it the 3rd time around.
Did you have to do credit recovery for that?
I did. And I ended up passing when me and Cody had it together.
That's impressive, actually.
That's how I became friends with Cody.
Do you remember that time when you jumped on his kneecap? Brennan? Did you just die? Cool. Now I own the podcast.
Did I die?
Did you die?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there you are.
Oh, dang.
I thought you got so offended that I remembered when you jumped on Cody's kneecap that you just left.
I said I did do that. I forgot, but my phone turned itself off and was like, the podcast is over when I say it's over.
I love that. Well, now it's my podcast.
You're gonna own the Honey Hut Cheerio podcast?
Yeah, that was my whole plan.
Brian hates the name of my podcast, but he wants me to sponsor his presidency.
Wow.
He's
Hypocrisy.
using me.
That's communism.
It is communism.
Brian is a communist, confirmed.
Yes, and we don't have to worry because he won't listen to the podcast.
Exactly. Because I'm here now.
Yeah, he hates you.
No. Yeah.
Maybe. Unconfirmed.
We don't really know.
We don't know what goes on in his head.
Sometimes he looks me in the eye like I'm a person, and then other times I don't exist.
That's Brian with everyone, though.
That is true. Except for Septic, which I find strange.
He's nice when it's relevant for him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He could be a supervillain.
He easily could. Very easily. He reminds me of Megamind.
Yes.
Yes. Like, in terms of villainy, I feel like he would have a similar character arc as Megamind.
And
Who, by the way, is an extremely well-written character.
He was. I went to Brian's house and he didn't watch Megamind, so me and his friend Isaac forced him and Max to watch Megamind.
I love that. I'm very grateful that you did that because I feel like everyone should have to watch Megamind. It is truly an amazing film.
You know why there was no sequel?
Why?
The Despicable Me franchise.
Did you watch that video too?
The Despicable Me franchise killed the possibility for Megamind 2.
You are so right. You are so right.
They just had the more popular minions. And it was a more bankable series. So DreamWorks was like, no, Bluehead boy, we're going with the minions.
And it makes me so sad because, like, Megamind has so much potential. It is such a good movie.
Megamind is a good standalone movie, but I think if they
Yes.
would have, like, made a sequel, it could have, like, tainted the original.
That's true.
It has to be right.
Or it could have been like the Shrek sequel and been one of the best movies of all time.
Of course. Which is your favorite Shrek?
The Shrek sequel.
There's more than one sequel to Shrek.
The second one. I what's that one called?
Shrek 2
Shrek 2 Happily.
Forever After?
Yes, I think that's it. I don't know, but that movie is incredible. It's so good. That's the only reason. Or no, the third movie is the one where her dad dies.
Shrek 2, Shrek the Third, Shrek Forever After is the fourth one.
Got it. Okay, well, Shrek 2 is really good. Shrek the Third is the only reason that I know Hallelujah. Same with that one David Bowie song.
Which Shrek is when the gingerbread man gets a giant version?
That's the second one. And then the fairy
Shrek
godmother
2.
like sings on the piano and it's so good.
Yeah. Is that I Need a Hero?
Yes.
It's a great song.
It's a really good song.
I have opened the IMDb page for Shrek 2. It has a 7.2 out of 10 stars. It's an hour and 33 minutes. The quote for it is, Princess Fiona's parents invite her and Shrek to dinner to celebrate her marriage. If only the newlyweds were both ogres. Okay, so they didn't know that they were ogres.
Got it.
You know they're making a remake
of Shrek?
Yeah.
Like what kind of remake?
They're making a remake with the original cast.
Is it going to be like live action or animated?
No, it's just going to be like an animated reboot.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
If it was going to be live action, I would have cried. Have you seen the Shrek
the musical?
Yes, I own it. My mom got it for me for Christmas when I was like 10.
Oh my gosh.
It was actually really good.
course.
That's the reason I'm in theater now.
Because of Shrek the Musical.
Yes. My entire theater career ties back to Shrek the Musical.
That is a good start. Mine was Brian bugging me in English.
Wow. I remember when he joined theater because he was in photography.
Yeah.
And he's like, God, this sucks. And he had long hair, which was really weird.
Yeah, Brian's had many a haircut throughout the years. I mean, so have I. I used to rock the buzz cut.
Really?
By rock, I mean looked extremely dumb and stupid. I'll send you a photo after the podcast.
Please do. If it makes you feel any better, I was an honorary emo.
An anime emo?
Like, my hair was too thin to be a real emo.
Oh.
And it was probably about, like, boob length. And it was blonde. And it was so bad. It was ugly. Like, my hair was literally awful. And then I chopped it all off.
Okay, so if you look at your phone, on top it says 2 people are recording.
Yes.
Does that mean there could be more than 2?
I think so. I think we could turn this into something beautiful.
I think we could.
Wow.
We know Destiny is
We do.
keen on being on the podcast.
So is Grace.
Grace wants to be on the podcast?
Yes.
You know
'Cause
how
I told
mad
her.
Brian would be if Septic was on the podcast?
Why would he be mad?
Because he hates the Honey Hut Cheerio podcast.
What a coward.
I think it's because everybody loves it and he can't handle it.
I think so too. I think he's jealous. He's trying to overthrow you. Boom, communism. Capitalism, actually.
Yeah. Also, Casina, I call her Kim.
Yes.
She listened to all 3 of the podcasts and she found my YouTube channel and started watching those videos.
I'm on my way to find it, actually.
My
I
YouTube
took a
channel?
nap right before this, and I was like, I gotta go look up Wednesday Boy.
Yeah, I do not like my name.
I
Wednesday
think
Boy
it's
is
good.
so bad.
How did you come up with it? Let's delve into your mind here.
My old name for YouTube was The Glass Hamster because back in middle school, I was like, the best YouTube channels have a, an, or the articles, and then an adjective, and then a noun, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the only one I knew of was the Diamond Minecart, and I was like, that's perfect.
Yes.
So me and like 3 of my friends at the time, I only talk to 1 now, were like spitballing ideas like the blue turtle or the angry giraffe, just random words. And then I was like, the glass hamster. And they were like, yes. And so I chose that name, and it's so many letters, and I hate it. But I was, for the longest time, the glass hamster.
Wow. It's memorable.
And then on YouTube, I did a thing called Wednesday, where I would record my Wednesdays, because it's the best day of the week, and upload them onto the internet. And so it got to the point that only Wednesday was the series that was getting views, so I marketed my entire channel after that series.
Huh.
Yes. And so now I'm Wednesday.
It's smart.
Yeah.
Wow. I love that. That's a good backstory.
Yes.
Remember me when you get famous, please.
I'm not getting famous.
You don't know that.
Casino was like, why aren't you famous
This
yet?
podcast could blast off.
I mean, it's on Spotify and Anchor. And if it gets approved, it could be on Google Podcast.
You need to put it on Apple.
Apple?
For me.
Oh, of course.
There's like an Apple podcast thing.
I think.
Fun fact. I didn't know what a podcast was until Rhett and Link started doing podcasts.
Oh.
I kind of forgot what they were when you were like, yeah, I have a podcast.
Yeah, when are we going to film the podcast?
I didn't mean film like that. Shut up.
With actual film, we have a crew and lighting.
Yes. And I come in and I'm dressed in one of the Hillary what's-her-face suits.
Hilary Duff.
I almost said Hillary Duff.
Who's Hilary Duff?
She did that one Disney movie with a camp in it. Not Camp Rock, but like Cadet Kelly,
I
I think.
did not believe it.
I didn't watch it. Was I right?
She's a single songwriter who played on the hit TV show Lizzie McGuire.
But did she do Cadet Kelly?
How do you spell cadet?
Cadet?
One more time, slower. I can't read.
C
I got it.
Cadet. You got
I
it?
misspelled it, but Google saved me. She was on
Okay.
Cadet Kelly.
Okay, good.
Also,
Because
the
I was going to be
Cinderella
really
story.
sad if I didn't get that. Oh.
So that's why I know of her, because of Agent Cody Banks.
Oh my god.
I never watched it. I watched someone talk about it.
Got it.
There is a YouTube series, and they like watch movies, and they're called Pretty Much It, which I would call this a shout out, but 2 people listen to my podcast, and 2,000 people listen to that. So
Yeah.
maybe one day I'll help them out.
Yeah.
They
I think they could use it from someone as fantastic as you.
That is sweet. They do what this is, except they also watch a movie and then they upload it, and so people pay for like they'll watch along, and it's very cool. I want one.
Oh, that is really cool. That reminds me of when Undertale was a thing,
Yes.
and I watched Game Grumps play it, but the only footage they got of them doing the Sans battle in the end was on a live stream, and I was really angry about it.
Oh no.
Because I hate live streams.
I live stream.
Correction. I hate gaming live streams.
I played Minecraft live for about an hour today.
Minecraft is about the only one I
Oh.
like. Because like shooting games during live streams, everybody's like, "Oh, that's so cool," and I'm like, "Okay, this is boring."
I am planning on playing the Lego Batman series live on a live stream.
Please do.
I have to
I
set
will
time
watch it.
aside because I want to get a lot done.
I gotcha.
If you have an Epic Games account, the entire 3 Lego Batmans are free right now, and
Are you serious?
yes, you have to capitalize on it now because in like a week it will cost you $60.
I am literally opening my computer right now and getting that.
Also, the Arkham series is free, which is another $60.
Oh, is that Arkham Knights?
Yeah, the Arkham Knight
whatever.
and all that.
Got it.
But
Okay.
I'm gonna live stream the Lego one because I've beat all of them and know how to play them.
I used to play Lego Star Wars, not the full game, but the demo, over and over again when I was a child.
When I was a wee lad, I played it on a GameCube.
Oh my god.
The original series, which was which they had the first one, which was just the first 3 movies, and it was great because if you beat all of them and get everything, you unlock a secret one, which is A New Hope, which was a show off for the next series of 3 games, and then they made the complete series.
Huh.
In the game,
the
games were really hard because I was a small child, and I was like, this is extremely hard, and even now I have trouble playing it. I was like, how could I do this when I was 7?
I feel that. I'm really bad at video games.
I have got worse throughout the years.
Honestly, me too.
I think
I tried to get good at Smash because I wanted to be one of those cool gamer girls, but like, absolutely not.
Do you know Kibo?
I love Kibo.
Well, me and Kibo are neighbors.
Got it.
And so we keep trying to plan a day where we can play Mortal Kombat.
Oh my god.
But we can't ever think of a day, but it's weird because we live right next to each other.
Do it Saturday. Boom.
I won't be there Saturday.
Do it Sunday. Boom.
Maybe.
Planned it for you.
Thanks, Kat.
You're so welcome.
Me, Kibo, and Jay were gonna come to my house and like hang out for a few hours, but Jay
That's
couldn't get a
baby.
note, and Kibo doesn't do anything. I was like, "You wanna?" And he's like,
Aw.
"No," and I was like, "What? Navels? You have no
You can
excuse.
just walk over.
I can see
No,
your
Kibo's
house
super
from my
cool.
window." Yeah, he came over and we played Minecraft for like 40 minutes.
I love that.
We were playing on my Xbox, and he was like walking around, and I was like, "I've already found iron." And he's like, "You don't have a life, do you? Because we've been playing for 7 minutes, and you already smelting iron."
Oh my god.
I am,
That's impressive actually.
yeah.
That's like kind of impressive.
We log in.
I'm
I immediately break a
bad
tree.
at Minecraft.
I am great at it. I'm trying to learn how to keyboard and mouse it.
Gotcha.
I keep
I
throwing my
prefer
items.
keyboard and mouse.
I keep throwing my stuff because I keep pressing the wrong button.
I think Q is throw, right?
Yes, and it's right next
Yeah.
to E. I mean W, which is walk.
Got it. W is not walk. Oh wait, yeah, it is. I thought
W.
I was thinking. Oh my god.
What?
I was thinking you meant that you had to press W, like to. I don't even. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I took a nap right before this,
You know,
and I'm not fully here.
you gotta be prepared. I need a nap.
I know. I literally I was falling asleep at like 10 o'clock, and I was like, I gotta do the podcast.
I have people
And then my
depending
dad
on
was like,
me.
hey, don't you have a thing tonight?
Did you tell your parents about
Yeah,
the
all
podcast?
3 people. Yeah, because I didn't want them to bug me.
Don't bug me. I have a podcast.
They come into my room a lot,
Yeah.
just like, hey, what's up? And I'm like, I cannot, not right now. I love you.
That is fair.
Thank you. It's really sweet though. They care a lot, so at least there's that. They're good at being involved in what I do.
That is wholesome.
It is pretty wholesome. I'm lucky.
I get left
sometimes.
alone, and my parents just sometimes forget I'm here.
I am so sorry.
I leave. I stay in my bedroom all day, and I never leave because there's a computer in here, and it's my child. So I leave on real occasion, and it's always for brief moments of time. Like my stepmom will open the door and see me scurry to the fridge and scurry back to the bedroom.
Like a little gremlin.
Yes, I'll be a blur. The only time I'm
Yes.
seen is when I can't run away, like when I'm making ramen,
Yeah.
because I use a stove. I don't microwave it.
Oh, that's boring.
Microwaves are boring, or stoving it?
Stoves.
It gives me the satisfaction of I cooked something.
Yeah, I'm just not patient enough for it. I'm really bad at cooking eggs because I turn the eye on 10, and I'm like, okay, they'll cook in a minute, and then it's not like that. That's not how eggs work.
You just press 10 minutes and walk away and wait for a beep. Nope, you'll catch your house on fire.
What do you mean? Like the whole thing where it's this Tumblr post, and it's, what if I put my cookies in the oven on 10,000 degrees for 1 second? That's how my brain thinks.
I love those posts.
I do too. I'm one of those people, I don't like Tumblr, but I like Reddit Tumblr.
Yes.
Yes, I'm glad that you understand that.
Earlier today, I was like, I need to make a YouTube video. So I went to a Reddit, got a whole bunch of screenshots, and I read it, and then I uploaded it, and it'll be up in a few days.
I love that. That's great. I used to actually want to do that, read subreddits.
Yeah, it's real fun.
But I'm literally like, I'm never at home,
See, I would be good
which
at
is
it,
partially my fault.
but I'm illiterate and can't read.
See, that's what makes them fun, is you leave in all the bad takes.
People come for the personality, not me reading, because I cannot read.
Got it.
I'm pretty sure I'm
That's
like
unfortunate.
dyslexic.
Oh my god, did you know that R. Kelly can't read or write?
I did not know that, but he's successful. Or in jail.
Somehow. Yeah, I think he's in jail.
Doesn't he like
hope
little
so.
kids?
Yeah, he like peed on girls or something. Which is like the grossest thing ever. Also, one thing you could do for your YouTube channel is commentate the wonderful R. Kelly special called Trapped in the Closet. It is amazing.
I would have to do
It's
more
like-
than commentate over it because copyright is a monster and we'll take it.
That's true. That's true. It's a 12-part series
Oh?
where in the beginning it's R. Kelly, right?
Yes.
And he's sleeping with the lady, like at her house.
Yeah.
And her husband comes home, so he has to go in the closet. And then at the next part, her husband confesses that he's gay. And so R. Kelly comes out of the closet and he's like, what is going on? And he almost shoots all of them. And then the husband's boyfriend comes in, and then R. Kelly goes home to his wife and they shoot his brother. I don't even know. It's so weird. And it's like my favorite part of the entire series is that pretty much all of the episodes are explicit, except for one where in order to censor it, like it says like, what the F is this? But it goes, what the ooh is this? It's him singing. He goes, what the ooh is this? It's so funny. And then it's like, start talking B word, but he says, start talking ooh.
I wish it said
It is
B word.
so funny. What?
I wish it said B word.
I do too, because it would be funny. But it's literally like, it's so hilarious. I cried.
I enjoy when people try to be
And it's meant to
intimidating.
be serious.
I enjoy when people
Yes, I
are
do too.
intimidating, but they censor their own swears.
Like Grace.
Yeah. Well, she's not intimidating.
She won't curse.
I know.
Yeah, that's true.
She's
Like
too
teachers.
pure.
Teachers do it a lot.
What teachers do you have?
She's
Mine
too
swear at
baby.
me.
Okay, well, Miss Cooper will swear at me.
Yeah.
I probably should. Will a school official find this? Probably not.
I should probably take
But-
the link off the school website. Desperate for views.
Oh my god.
Just tweeting at the school.
For this one episode.
Yes.
Hey guys, check out my new podcast.
Skip straight
I
to
mentioned
episode 4.
beep.
Don't listen to me
I
talk
love
about
that.
cereal. Let's talk about me and Kat's episode on the podcast.
Yes. Where we talk about cereal for like a minute and then just go completely off the rails.
You will have to remind me to turn notifications back on for Instagram because I disabled them for the podcast.
Okay, I will do that.
Thank you.
See, I'm not popular enough to have that struggle. My notifications have been on the whole time and nothing has happened.
Nice. I have.
Also,
What?
are you interested in true crime?
Like true crime novels and stuff?
Yeah.
They intrigue me. I just am scared.
Understood. Because you seem like the type of person that would be really into them.
What do you think of me? We've done the test on Messenger, so we basically know everything about each other.
Yeah, like I could write a novel about you.
I legitimately think Jay could. I don't know how.
Honestly, that's baby.
We
I
started
love that.
we started dating after like a week and a half of knowing each other.
Got it.
It's like a blind date, but it's straight into relationship.
Yes.
So we knew nothing
Those
about
are
each
the
other.
best.
They are. You get along as you like do
Yeah.
relationship.
Like you learn to like them.
Yeah, because you're stuck with them at that point. you've already committed.
Yes.
So,
I mean, in all honesty, I do believe that those type of relationships work better because my current relationship I've been in for like a year and a month, and we talked for 3 days before we started dating.
'cause
Literally, like, had seen him 3 days before and then was like, "You're cute."
Casina has been making fun of it, and it's
Well,
hilarious.
what what has Casina said?
Well, I changed my wallpaper to a picture of Jay, and Casina looks at
Mhm.
it and was like, "Oh, already?" I was like, "That's so passive aggressive, it hurts."
That is really passive aggressive. Casina has the ability to make me terrified, but like also extremely comforted at the same time.
I could not be terrified of Casina. She
Casina, like, I feel like if I say something wrong, she will just like beat me up.
she won't beat you up. She'll be passive aggressive about it, or she'll keep to herself, which is worse.
I'm just so sensitive that it feels like she would be beating me up.
Also, she listens to these. So, hi, Kim.
Oh, hi, Casina. I love you. Do your math homework. I have math with her.
Of course.
She's the only reason I'm passing. She's very smart. I love her. Oops.
Honestly, I don't
I
like
ripped my
texting
headphone
her because I read everything as Kim's passive aggressive.
out. Wait, why do you call her Kim?
Oh, because when I first met her, we met first day of theater 2 this year, and
Okay.
and so we got stuck next to each other, and we had to learn things about each other, and I could not pronounce Casina, so and she didn't tell me her actual name. She was like, "My name's Darlene," or something stupid like that. It's on her
Diane.
Diane, which I did not understand. And so they were like, "What is her name?" And I was like, "I don't know. She told me it was Diane." And then they were like, "You told him your name was Diane?" And then she was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." But then I told him my real name, and they were like, "What is her real name?" And I was like, "I don't know, Kim, maybe." So I call her anything that starts with a K. It's
I love that. You should
Kim.
start calling her Kat.
I call her Kim. I call her Karen. I call her croissant. I call her anything. So now Brian,
Did you say Kant?
no, croissant, like bendy bread.
Oh, got it.
So now Brian exclusively calls her croissant, which I find amazing.
That's fantastic. You actually just accidentally brought back a repressed memory. Whenever I was in 7th grade, I tried to make my own font. And like an idiot, I decided the name of it will be a combination of my name and the word font. And you know what that is?
What?
Kant, which is very close to a very bad.
You're saying a very bad word with an accent.
Yes. Like, this is my Kant.
It's like almost French.
It's French, but like I'm missing a couple vowels.
Yes.
I need to just throw in like an E and maybe like a U in there for fun.
A quant.
Yes. I can't believe that I actually did that.
I haven't tried to make a font. I have had
You
2
should.
unsuccessful podcasts.
There's a second one.
This is my third attempt of a podcast. This is the first one I made public knowledge. Brian has
Got it,
known
okay.
of my podcast and the Honey Nut Cheerio podcast, which was gonna be
Got it.
the same name as this one, but I typoed it, and I was like, I like Honey Hot better.
Huh. I like that. That's a good way to start the name for this. I just figured it was for copyright.
No, I do not care about censorship. I will use as much copyright as I please.
Could you legally though?
I cannot. I could get sued by Kellogg or whatever owns Honey Nut Cheerios.
My dad used to work for Kellogg's. He could sue you, is what I'm saying.
I do not want to be sued by your dad.
Pack your bags. I'm taking all your money.
I have $15 to my name, and that's going to be gone this weekend.
You know how much I'm gonna have to my name?
How much?
$15. Give it.
And the rights to my podcast.
Yes.
My original idea for a co-star was this girl named Jaden Eppleston.
Oh, I know her.
Yeah, well, we used to be like best friends, and then she started dating my friend, and so then I stopped talking to her.
Oh, yuck.
So she was on an episode of my podcast a long, long time ago. And so I was like, you want to be on my podcast, forgetting she has a job and responsibilities now, like a loser. So they were like, no, but I gave her a good deal. I said you can own 50% and handle 49% of my stocks, because if I give her 50, we'll be equal shareholders and she can take my company. So it'd be 51 and 49, and you can sell as much stocks as you want, because I know stocks and bonds, because I have no friends.
Huh. That
Yes.
sounds like a pretty sweet deal.
And it was. They would have had so much power over my podcast and the entire the Wednesday Network brand.
Wow. Do you
Yeah.
actually make any money from this?
I could if I decided to. The account right
To sell
now.
out?
I
Uh-huh.
refuse to sell out. My account on here right now, I have ads turned on for the first 2 podcasts. So if you listen to them, I get a few cents.
Nice.
The wallet on Anchor has about
Mhm.
4 cents in it. So if I connect an account, I could have 4 cents.
Wow. You're really bringing home the bread.
4 cents
This
buys
sounded
so
so
much bread.
depressed.
4
I
cents buys
as I was
so much
saying
bread.
bringing home the bread, I was like spacing out, so my sentence just started faltering and I sounded like I wanted to kill myself.
This is my longest podcast because I actually have topics to talk about.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have any more topics? Because I'm intrigued.
What do you want? I like to credit myself as saying I know a little bit about anything.
Honestly, that's probably true. You seem like the type of person that would.
Yeah, fun facts help with when you have no personality.
That was not true. You do have a personality. I don't know how to pinpoint it, but it's there.
Yeah.
You're just a very eccentric person.
Eccentric. I wear suspenders.
Yeah. You're
Yes.
very like homoerotic and eccentric, but also like very straight. Does that make sense?
I seem like I'm gay when I'm straight.
But you're not straight either. Are you? No, you're not.
Ask my boyfriend.
I forget. I don't know. Me forgetting that gay people exist as a gay.
Oh, yes.
Sometimes you just have to oppress yourself for him. Makes it easier for everybody.
Well, Florida, I'm not gay, and like, yeah, you are, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. And then I put my hand behind my back and snap, because flail.
Yes. And you do like the Z snap thing?
Yes.
Fun fact, I couldn't snap until last year.
Confetti comes out of somewhere. I don't know where, but there's always confetti around when I do something gay.
That's is that the Bo Burnham joke where it's like, my dad said I act too flamboyant on stage, and I said, what are you talking about, as he like pulls confetti out of his pocket?
That was just a coincidence. I do not think of Bo Burnham all the time.
Literally, how dare you? He's the best.
He is great. But
he is really good.
I have a podcast and he doesn't, so who's winning here?
That's true. My bad. Wow, I'm so sorry. I overstepped a boundary.
You come on my podcast and talk shame about me.
I'm so sorry. Please don't kick me off. I want 49% of your stonks.
Not my stonks.
I need them for research purposes.
The best.
I'm researching how to kill someone's business.
There was a business back in, the past that killed its own company.
How?
It was a computer manufacturing company, and it made suitcase laptops, which were suitcases that had like plugs in the back, so you could plug them in, and they would open to be a computer. It was really good, and they were like affordable for the time. And
Okay.
so
Yeah.
that was the version 1. And so the company was selling them in pre-order so they can like manufacture them. And someone let it out that they were making a version 2, so nobody bought the version 1. So they didn't make any money to make the version 2, and the company went bankrupt.
Oh my gosh. That's actually so sad.
And it predates Apple by like 10 years.
Oh my god.
It's.
Do you know when laptops were invented?
I do not know when laptops were invented.
I'm shocked. I feel like you should. Cause like, if cellular phones weren't available until like the late 90s, I guess. It makes me curious.
The laptop was invented in 1981 by a guy named Adam Osborne, which sounds like a supervillain.
It does. Oh my god, I actually have a really good conversation topic.
Wait, the Osborne one? Isn't that the briefcase laptop that I was talking about?
Is it really?
It is.
Oh my god.
I did know about it and didn't know I knew about it.
That's incredible. That's so weird. I love it.
Wow.
Okay, so guess what my mom showed me today?
What did she show you?
There was basically in like 2004, there was like this thing, they called it the Tic Tac UFO, where it was like a 40-foot long aircraft that they saw in the sky that they like weren't able to identify, and they had the best technology literally in the entire world working to try to figure out what it was. And up until now, the like Air Force has been denying that it was a UFO. But today, on the Area 51 raid, a guy came forward and said that they 100% believe that that's a UFO.
Well, a UFO is just an like any flying object that they don't know what it is. It doesn't have to be extraterrestrial. It just has to be.
Yeah.
What is that flying?
But that's still so weird. Like, it wasn't like a plane or anything, and it wasn't like it wasn't something that we know what it is, and that's intimidating.
Yeah.
I just think that's so.
It's confidence.
It's so weird.
If you say something with confidence, people will believe you, which is something I've mastered. Brian asked me a question, and I answered it with so much confidence. Brian thinks there's an extra day in Hanukkah.
Oh my god.
Brian was like, how many days are in Hanukkah? And Max and Brian were like 8, and I was like 9. And then Brian was like, what, 9? And he was like, I thought that was 8. And I was like, nope, there's 9 days in Hanukkah. And he was like, huh, and just kept walking. And I was like, I'm going to Google it. And there's 8 days in Hanukkah. But he
oh my god.
now thinks there's 9.
Wow. That's actually like a really good acting lesson.
Fake it till you make it, or pretend like it's true.
I genuinely believe in fake it till you make it. Like, a lot of people are like, that doesn't work, but if fake it till you make it didn't work, I would have no confidence whatsoever.
I push myself into the uncomfortable, so I have to do good.
Huh.
So I was panicking last year before the play, I was like, I can't do this. I
Yeah.
can't do this. And I'd go on stage, and I was like, I can't. And I stayed on stage, and I was like, I've got this. You just
I love that.
panicking, sweating, pacing back and forth
Didn't
behind
you
the
also
stage.
like forget half of your lines though?
Why do you think Miss A wouldn't let me be Santa?
Is that okay? I didn't know the whole context of the story. Thank you. My mom just brought me food.
Of course. I didn't have enough confidence to be Santa, so she gave it to Sarah.
She gave Santa to Sarah?
Yes.
That's very interesting. I wouldn't expect that.
And both like Brian and all of them was like, Brennon does better. He just lacks confidence. There was one scene
Huh.
where I felt so stupid because my back is facing the audience, but they see me via a meal, and I have to hype
Okay.
myself up. And I am so like, I have no confidence. If you didn't know, I'm so bad. And so they're like, you've got this. You're the man. You can do this. And so I couldn't. It's at Wednesday Boy with Two Eyes. Thank you for listening. You've been an amazing guest, Kat, and I hope you come back to the show.
Thank you. I probably will. I'll be here all week.
All week?
Yeah, I will kill the president every single time I'm here.
Okay. Until then, good night.
Okay.
Kat,
What's okay.
I can't say I don't know what happened, or I can say I accidentally clicked the end button, whichever you prefer. I don't know if I can combine these two or not, or if it's going to be two podcasts.
I think you can probably edit the clips together.
I could, but that involves effort, and I don't know. The other one is like
That's true.
40 minutes.
That's true. This one's gonna be like 5 minutes.
Unless you do this for another 40 minutes.
Absolutely not. I'm so tired.
So tired?
Yes. I
I will try.
I'm really bad about not getting enough sleep.
I get 4 hours of sleep every night.
I normally get around like 6 hours, but it's the
6?
weekend and I need to catch up.
Yeah. That's a myth.
That's a myth?
Catching up on sleep isn't an actual thing.
Is this you saying something stupid with confidence, or are you being for real?
Take your pick.
Wait, hey, you said you haven't lied, but technically,
What?
technically the Hanukkah thing is a lie.
At the time, I thought it was right.
Did you really?
I got a number out of nowhere, and I went with it.
Okay. Okay.
I
You know
wish
what?
I did 12 days, but that's way too long.
That's Christmas.
Yes, Christmas is 12 days because it has to beat Hanukkah's 9.
Yes. Because as Americans, because as we all know, Christmas is a traditional American holiday, we must
Yes.
beat everyone else in everything. That is the only reason why we went to space.
Also, pagans stole Halloween from us.
You're right. You're right, and you should say it.
I did say it on the Honey Hut Cheerio podcast, only on Anchor and Spotify.
Sponsored by.
I need a sponsor. You know how Miss A is desperate for sponsors?
Oh my god.
Want-
that would be so funny.
I want in the little pamphlet thing to say sponsored by the Honey Hut Cheerio podcast.
It's only
With my-
$25.
I know. Which is a mistake because I'm going to buy 5.
Please. Like, I'm not even joking. It would be so funny if you did that.
It would be the best.
You should do it.
I've been debating it for like 2 weeks.
Please do Please do it. Please do it.
I'm gonna have no money by the end of the weekend, so I want to come up with $25 new so I can sponsor theater to sponsor myself.
Ask the community. I don't know. Use your 4 cents that you get.
Yes.
Yes.
My friend is actually confused of how I don't have a job but somehow always have money.
Yeah, like you have a lot of like very stylish clothes, but don't have a job.
Yeah.
Like, where do you buy your clothes at?
Just I go to Old Navy because they have great clothes.
Huh. What about like the That's Gay hoodie?
That's gay. I bought that online on
Got it.
a YouTuber's merch store that I don't watch.
Who
That
was
gay
it?
hoodie. They have a weird name, but now I watch them now because I bought the hoodie, and I think that would be like bad news if I didn't watch them.
Got it.
That's like if I wanted to buy a Game Grumps hoodie, but didn't know what the Game Grumps are. I just thought that was cool.
It's by, I found it. It's by Little Boffin.
Yes.
Who is that? Now I'm
Uh,
curious.
I think they were lesbian.
Oh, baby.
They are like, I think they recently like moved like away from each other, so now it's long distance.
Aw.
And now it's one of them like making videos and like music videos and stuff
Got
while they
it.
were like,
They're a cosplay channel.
yeah, basically.
Got it. Wow.
I watched like a few of the videos. They also play like Cards Against Humanity and stuff live for like an hour.
Cards Against Humanity is really fun. I've only played it like
It's
once.
the best game.
Also, Drawfee, I think. No.
Trophy is my favorite.
Drawfee is a podcast, right?
The Drawfee show is a
Yeah.
drawing
But
show.
what's the
Mo-
there's
what?
like a drawing game online. It's probably just like drawing with friends or whatever. But it's
Yeah.
like someone gets a word and you have to draw it. That game is so fun.
Yes, Drawfee is a YouTube channel
Yes,
which is
that's
made
right.
by Nathan Yaffe, Jacob Andrews, and Julia Lapetite. They work with humor,
Mm-hmm.
and they are the best.
They
I
are
know
really good.
all of them, and they're the only YouTuber I watch on a consistent
Oh
basis.
my god. Do you watch College Humor?
I watch Drawfee.
Got it. Okay. College Humor is actually really funny. Like sometimes.
They're like an actual like business and company and stuff.
Yeah.
When the 3DS came out, it came with a College Humor original known as Dinosaur Office,
Oh.
which was a few minutes, like 3 or 4 minutes, of a dinosaur in an office building, and it started off with "It's Dinosaur Office, roar!" and then it's like this T-Rex who's like at a water cooler with papers, and he was like, "The work here is awful," and then a Triceratops rams into him, and they fall out of the building, and it turns like very graphic, and it's like that's amazing, and DS approved that.
Wow. That's unexpected.
Yeah, Nintendo doesn't care. They
Nintendo
added
does
the Sans costume to Smash.
Nintendo does care. They just meme us. I actually bought Undertale. I
You
didn't buy
bought
the Sans costume, but I bought Undertale on my Switch.
I got a Deltarune because it's free, and I
Is it
played it. Deltarune Chapter 1 is free.
Oh my god.
I played it when it came out,
Wait.
and I uploaded it to YouTube, and I think it's private now.
What's Undertale backwards?
I don't know. I have to spell it out.
I think it's one of those things where Deltarune is like the
They use the same letters.
yeah. Okay, because I was gonna say did you say
What's
anagram?
What's an anagram? Is that backwards?
Anagram is the word that like ACT stands for blah blah blah. ACT is an anagram, that kind of thing.
That's just that's an acronym.
Okay, then what's an anagram?
I don't know. I know the word. I'm just gonna Google anagram and pops up. It's rearranging the letters. Okay, yeah, I got it.
Oh, good job.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
You psyched me out of it. I was like, it's an anagram, and you're like, isn't that?
I'm so sorry. Again, it's that thing. I was born blonde.
And if you put in anagram in Google, Google will say, did you mean nanoram? Which is 3 words that use the same letters. It's a Google Easter egg.
That is really cool, actually.
I think if you put repeat or something that means repeat, and did you mean, like in Google, it says do you mean, and then that word again. And if you click it, it says do you mean, and it goes on forever.
Huh.
Google has a lot of Easter eggs.
That's really interesting. I remember everybody went crazy over the Thor one, or the Thanos one that makes like half the results disappear.
Yeah.
It was really cool. I thought it was a very interesting thing to implement.
There was a game which was you would look up the game and it would pop up the regular screen, but if you go to images, it turns all the images into the game.
Oh
which
yeah.
you would drag something and a ball would go and like take away photos. It was really cool.
Was that Pong?
It was not Pong. It was like I forget what it's called.
Dang it.
Pong is one of the very first video games that were created.
Wasn't Pong the first?
It was the first like actual like video game.
Gotcha.
I don't know what the second was, and
It was probably like Snake. I can't hear you. Oh no. Looks like I'm running the podcast again.
hello, podcast buddy.
Hi. Hi, podcast buddy.
Hi. I did send.
Hey, podcast buddy.
What?
I'm about to bump.
You're about to bump? What does bump mean?
Like bump out. Like I'm a go.
I'm not hip. I'm not.
That's not even something hip. I just say that. And I'm like, all right, I'm finna bump out.
In general, I'm so bad. I had to Google what SKSKSK means. And
You mean
yeah, that. And what is it? And I oop or something like that?
Yeah.
My friend Max sent that to
Have
me.
you
And I was
seen
like,
the video?
oh, when people like meme it and they're like in those videos?
Yes.
Those are hilarious.
Have you seen the original And I Oop video?
I have not.
Okay, so it's a guy in drag. He's either trans or he's in drag, but I think he's in drag. And he's like telling a story. And he goes, and I crashed in my back seat. And he goes, and I oop. And then he goes, I just hit my ball. like he sat down wrong and he hit his ball and he's oop.
Only the one?
Only one ball. It says explicitly in the video, I just hit my ball.
I hate it when it's only one of the ball.
It's very funny though. It was actually really funny whenever it was Stan Twitter that had it, and then it turned into the Visco Girls.
Yeah. I do not understand Visco goals.
I don't either.
The expensive water bottles. They have the too many hair ties on their hand. They confuse me.
Scrunchies?
Crunchies, those. Yeah. The hair tie hand things.
See, like, sometimes I'm a Visco girl, and that's only because I like scrunchies.
I have one of Destiny's scrunchies. It's on my shelf.
Are
at
you
my
guys
house.
dating? Wow. I can't believe you would do this. I can't believe you would have an affair with Jay like that, or affair on Jay like that.
Brian,
You have Destiny Scrunchie.
Brian has this keen idea that he should tell everyone that I'm having an affair with Jay with Kim.
Wow.
And
Wow.
Cody walked up to me.
I can't believe you would do that.
Cody walked up to me and he was like, "Are you having an affair?" I was like, Brian set you up to this.
I love that it's not, did Brian tell you? It's, did Brian set you up for this?
Yes, he is out to destroy
That's
me.
amazing.
He patronizes me in any chance he gets.
I would too. It's funny.
He is out to ruin me.
Well, I mean, when you have an affair on somebody like that,
I am not having an affair.
okay, whatever you say.
Brian is out to destroy my legacy. I'm gonna have my own Hamilton-style musical.
It's a Hamilton-style musical, but it's a one-man musical, and it's you.
I legitimately care about my legacy, and Brian just doesn't care. I went on like a 2-hour-long rant about my legacy, and Brian's just gonna be like, "You had an affair once, and then you told everyone."
Wow. I love that. That's a good relationship.
Brian calls me his L in Death Note, Holmes. Have you seen Death Note?
It's been a really long time.
He calls me his L.
Isn't that the one that's like really kind of autistic?
I've never heard him described as autistic. He's like,
He has like autistic characteristics.
yeah, he doesn't sit right. He eats
Yeah.
candy. Yeah, long hair.
Yes.
He's just strange.
I love
He
him.
has like a backstory and be like he was trained to be this like detective guy.
Yeah. It's been so long since I watched that. And then,
Trained at a young age.
what is it? Kira?
Yeah, Kira.
Yeah. One of my friends used to call me Misa because I look so much like her.
Yeah.
When my hair was blonde, I really looked like her. And I also just dressed similarly.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know how I feel about that,
The fourth.
you know?
She is like the definition of an emo goth Geoff.
She really was. But like instead of big titty, she was a little titty.
Yeah.
Can I say titty on this?
I do not control you. You own 49% of the stocks apparently.
Heck yeah!
We've already mentioned.
I can do whatever I want. Wow. I could kill the president with this power.
Don't say that. I think that is.
You only. What? No. Not when you own 49% of the stonks.
I could kill the president with this power.
Yeah, I could.
I want to know how those two things correlate.
They just do. Just trust me.
I'm a co-host on a podcast. I could kill the president.
Yeah, no, I'm not the co-host anymore. I'm the host.
I keep disconnecting.
You're my
from
guest.
the host.
Yes. I will own this eventually. But also, I am going to go to bed.
You gonna go to bed now?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you for having me on your podcast. I now own 49% of it.
I want you to outro the podcast.
You want me to
I
outro
want you
it?
to outro the podcast.
I don't know what to say.
Just
Can I plug my Instagram?
do whatever. Just thank them for listening. Plug whatever you want to plug, and do whatever.
Okay. Thank you for listening to the Honey Hut Cheerio podcast. Brennan and I appreciate it greatly. I own Brennan now, and also 49% of the stonks, and I could kill the president. Please follow my Instagram, iridexent, at IRIDXNT, and follow Brennan on whatever you probably already know his social media. Is that good enough?
They do not know my social media. Everything's a secret. Thank you for listening. You've been an amazing guest, Kat, and I hope you come back to the show.
Thank you. I probably will. I'll be here all week.
All week?
Yeah, I will kill the president every single time I'm here.
Okay. Until then, good night.
Okay.